may be seated. I'd like to introduce our platform party. So we have Dr. Orla Flynn, President of ATU, Dr. Billy Bennett, Vice President for Academic Affairs and Registrar, Dr. Michelle Tlacken, Vice President of Students, Teaching and Learning and Registrar, Dr. Sean Duffy, Vice President of Integration, just checking here, Una Parsons, Head of College and Head of Faculty of Engineering and Design, Dr. Thomas Smith, Head of Faculty of Science. Our faculty members, we have Dr. Salam Garbia, Emer Donlan, Dr. Crevin Craddock, Professor Francis Lucy, Assistant Registrar Declan Carell. And we would also extend a warm welcome to members of the governing body, Sean Daffy and Julia Bocjanowska, who is also the President of our Students' Union and member of governing body. And I hope I haven't missed anybody, but apologies if I have. And I call on Dr. Thomas Smith, Head of the Faculty of Science, to open the conferring ceremony.
President, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and graduates, it is a pleasure and an honour for me, on behalf of the governing body and the university staff, to welcome you to this graduation ceremony. My name is Dr. Thomas Smith, and I'm the Head of Faculty of Science at ATU Sligo. I want to congratulate each and every one of you on reaching this important milestone in your career. I welcome you, your friends, and your family, both here present in the arena and online, who have supported you during this journey to this graduation ceremony. I know many of you have come from far and wide, and some of you are on our campus for the first time, as many of you study with us online. Firstly, we should acknowledge the challenging journey you have taken. Many of you started your programme under a cloud of uncertainty 4 years ago, under a hybrid model, and then for better or worse, transitioned to the wonderful harsh reality of 9 a.m. lectures on campus. For others, it was the balancing of your studies with family commitments, work, and even the odd bit of socialising you may have been involved in. But today, we celebrate not the end of the journey, but the beginning of an exploration, one that is guided by the scientific curiosity each of you carries within. If there is anything a scientific education teaches us, is that every answer only leads to 100 more questions, which is both equally exhilarating and terrifying at the same time. Science isn't an easy path. You face challenges every step of the way, combined with uncooperative experiments or data, deadlines that arrive too quickly, and lectures where your brain may have involuntarily checked out too early. To those of you who have spent countless hours trying to make sense of scientific theories, deciphering complex statistics, and countless hours of trying to work out why your lab results refuse to replicate, congratulations, you did it. You survived, you thrived, and today you graduate not only with the knowledge, but with an ability to question and explore. You also learned some of the most valuable tools science has to teach: resilience, adaptability, and perseverance, the skills that didn't appear in the programme brochure. As you graduate, you may hear terms like welcome to the real world. Let me remind you that the very applied nature of the programmes here at ATU means that you've been studying the real world all along. However, science doesn't have a finish line, only new beginnings, with each discovery adding new information to the pyramid of knowledge. Science is moving faster than ever, and as you graduate and enter the field of lifelong learners, as you attempt to keep pace with these developments. If we look at big data and AI as an example, the pace of advancement is beyond expectations, which will no doubt be embraced by the scientific community to further advance our understanding of the world. The beauty of science is that while AI may be the lab partner that never sleeps, it doesn't replace the unique human ability to understand, to innovate, or replace our instincts or good old-fashioned hunches, which are the foundations of many of our greatest discoveries. Therefore, you should embrace lifelong learning, as exhausting as it may sound. Keep feeding that curiosity. Just as your family and friends have an immense amount of pride in you today, so too do our lecturers on both sides of the stage. They've also been there to challenge and support you through this journey. And I want to acknowledge some of the key highlights from the Faculty of Science and Health this year. As you may or may not be aware, the Faculty of Science and Health spans 9 of our ATU campuses, but don't worry, my speech is not 6 times longer now. We had the official opening in May by the Minister for Further and Higher Education, Research, Innovation and Science, Patrick O'Donoghue, of a new 4-storey multi-storey extension on the ATU Sligo campus. It'll be the lovely dark-coloured building as you head across for refreshments later. This is designed to advance research, science and IT facilities on the campus. This year we signed an MOU with the HSE in the West and Northwest region, aimed at increasing graduates to meet workforce shortages, increasing research collaboration and upskilling and professional development of HSE staff. During this last academic year, the National Institute for Bioprocessing Research Training, NIBRT, commemorated the 15th anniversary of its partnership with ATU. What began as a single course has flourished into a dynamic relationship encompassing over 20 higher level courses, reflecting the growth and success of the strong academic partnership. ATU also signed an MOU with Food Cloud, an Irish non-profit dedicated to fighting food waste and food insecurity that aims to enhance educational opportunities, reduce food waste and support sustainable practices in food systems. We also had the recent announcement by Minister O'Donovan in relation to the new Masters in Pharmacy. Pending the required professional accreditation, it is expected that the first intake of students for this programme will be in September 25, enabling students to stay in this region to study. Similarly, we have also had the announcement by Minister O'Donovan for the development of veterinary medicine, led out by the Donegal campus in conjunction with Mount Bellew in Galway, again with an expected start date of September 25. The faculty is not stopping there. We have a range of other traditionally high points courses in development across the various campuses, so please keep checking our social media channels. But I want to remind you it's not all about the CAO. Our remit is to provide alternative pathways in higher education, and we now have students who have come through the national tertiary education pathways. For example, students have completed year 1 of their studies in 3 of the regional FE colleges last year and have now progressed into the BSc Honours in General Nursing on the St Angela's, Donegal and Mayo campuses. We also continue to grow our research under the TU RISE initiative. An additional 60 postgraduate researchers have joined 4 graduate research training programmes across ATU, with over a third of these students within the Faculty of Science and Health. In the Department of Health, there's also been a development of an MOU and programmes in building archaeology in partnership with the National Monument Service, providing students with specialised training in historic preservation and monument conservation. This department has also been involved in the signing of an MOU with Food Drink SkillNet Ireland to deliver 2 master's programmes in food regulatory affairs and sustainable food systems. These programmes support Ireland's evolving food industry and ensure a foundation in sustainable practices. In the Department of Health and Nutritional Sciences, we have the first cohort of graduates from the MSc in Clinical Measurement Physiology, a programme developed in close collaboration with the HSE to address regional and national shortages in clinical physiologists. These graduates will enter the workforce performing diagnostic tests for patients as part of an interdisciplinary team that treat patients within the HSE. And we also have our first cohort of students starting our new research-based MSc in Food and Nutritional Product Development. These are just a number of examples, and these do not happen by chance, but by the hard work and endeavour of staff across all functions within ATU. One event we would like you to look out for is our Sligo Science Festival, which runs from the 10th to the 15th of November, starting with the Science Open Day on the 10th, starting at 12 noon, hopefully igniting that curiosity in the next generation of future scientists. So finally, to the graduates, you are armed with the tools to make a difference. Trust your instincts, follow the evidence, and wherever you go, take pride in what you know and stay open to what you have yet to learn. The world needs your curiosity, your intelligence, and your courage now more than ever to address regional, national, and global challenges. We're all excited to see the incredible things that you will do, discover, design, and develop. As lifelong learners, it is not goodbye, but see you later. Thank you and congratulations.
And Anish Irim and Dr. Orla Nilain, Uachtarán Ulscoil Technoliachta an Atlantic, Gradam Avrona Erna Foglamary, Avronan Ulscoil Technoliachta an Atlantic, Con na Crutha Shin, Agus Irim an Dr. Liam O'Benaid, Las Uachtarán Gnohi Adduchala Agus Clarahor, na Hirahori a Corriláthar. I now call on Dr. Orla Flynn, President of Atlantic Technological University, to confer awards on the learners presented by the Atlantic Technological University for that purpose. And I ask Dr. Billy Bennett, Vice President for Academic Affairs and Registrar, to present the candidates.
De bhua an údarás atá díolsithe in Ulscoil Technoliachta an Atlantic. Brunam leis se doctaní ar na fálamóirí a bhaint amach an chaidan den na doctaní sin, agus iarm go gcuirfear na fálamóirí sin í láthair cuam, chun go mroinnig mé a bar céime orthu go formúil. By virtue of the authority vested in Atlantic Technological University, I hereby confer awards on the learners who have achieved the standard determined for those awards, and I ask that those learners be presented to me so that I may formally present them with their parchment.
Uachtarán Curmiláthar chuat na Hirahori Shahalanas a bhfuil a dorthaí scrútathe dleachta agus de bhachtaní ag levéile sé a seacht a hocht a né agus a de den chraith náisiúnta cáilíochtaí a bheith ceadathe ag comhairle acadúil Ulscoil Technoliacht an Atlantic. President, I present to you the following candidates whose examination results have been adopted and awards at levels 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 of the National Framework of Qualifications have been approved by the Atlantic Technological University Academic Council.
I call on Dr. Salam Gharbia, Head of Department of Environmental Science, to present the candidates from this department.
Higher Cert in Science and Occupational Safety and Health. Emer Brody, in absentia. Ellen Clancy. Shannon Crew, in absentia. Michael Curry, in absentia. Daria Dimrov, in absentia. Helen Dunphy. Sarah Emmendorfer, in absentia. Stacey Hogan, in absentia. Sean Kennan, in absentia. Paul Murray. Sophie McDonough, in absentia. Ciara McGuinness. Andre O'Connor. Miroslav Praikan. Donna Ryder. Colin Turtle, in absentia. Brendan Walsh, in absentia. Taylor Yates. Higher Cert in Water and Wastewater Operations, Martin Byrne. Enda Flynn, Martin McEntee. Bachelor of Science in Occupational Safety and Health, Georgie Archer. Aisha Ashraf. Kira Barrett Cuff, in absentia. Seamus Bowman, in absentia. Dermot Brohan, in absentia. David Buckley, in absentia. Ian Gallagher. Kelly Caulfield. Jack Coyle. Thomas Davey. Nathan Devines, in absentia. Alice Duffy. Wael Sheikh, in absentia. Fidelma Elvin, in absentia. Sandra Ford. Lauren Fury. Lauren Gilroy. John Greeny. Sean Hobbs, in absentia. Rebecca Hughes. Ronan Kavanagh, in absentia. Martin Keenan. Andrew Kennedy. Magdalena Kolerk. Paul McCloskey, in absentia. Conal McDade, in absentia. Ewan McGowan. Rory McGrath. Rodan McKeown, in absentia. Adam McLaughlin. Quiva McMahon. Niamh McNamara. Greg Maloney, in absentia. James Maloney. Kevin O'Brien, in absentia. Sean O'Brien, in absentia. Emma O'Neill. Joe O'Reilly. Michelle Baden. Kaspras Paspras, in absentia. I ask the graduates of the Higher Certificate in Science and Occupational Safety and Health, Higher Cert in Water and Wastewater Operations, and the Bachelor of Science in Occupational Safety and Health programs to stand for a round of applause. Bachelor of Science Honors in Occupational Safety and Health, Laura Beatles, in absentia. Ethan Breen. Matthew Brown. Connor Conley. Chelsea Conley McGowan. Laura Convoy. Helena Dunn. Lucy Fallon. Greg Farrell. James Fenn. Jason Fury. Ava Gaffney. Ruth Joyce. Darren Kelly. Sean Kelly. Amar Karan. Hilary Levine. Erin Mannion. Dermot McCaffrey. Ivan McDonald. Elaine McManus. Cian Malloy. Niamh Monley. Niamh Noon. Zach O'Dowd. Ciara Reid. Jamie Smith. Barry Thompson. Colette Turnan. Thomas Wallace. Bachelor of Science Honors in Occupational Safety and Health Management, Muddathir Abdul Hayy, in absentia. Olmaid Adini, in absentia. Shakil Ahmed, in absentia. Paul Brown, Del Comerford, in absentia. Stephen Commons. Sinead Dominique, in absentia. Barry Doyle. Abdul Hayy, in absentia. Anita Harmon, in absentia. Jude Ikudupi, in absentia. David Kelly, in absentia. Owen Kirby. Dezentra Clava. Jonathan McCaffrey, in absentia. Patrick Maguire. Lisa Murray McAhue, in absentia. Porrick Murphy, in absentia. Gabrielle Olasolo, in absentia. Ella Roney, in absentia. Maritas Castia. Emma Swan. Susan Wall. Natalia Zaharova. I ask the graduates of the Bachelor of Science Honors in Occupational Safety and Health and Bachelor of Science Honors in Occupational Safety and Health Management programs to stand for a round of applause. Bachelor of Science in Environmental Science with Ecology, Lily Corcoran. Silvestro McGee. Porrick O'Farrell. Ana Bedrosa Lincastro. Sorry. Gavin Bronte. Vianne Stibelberg. Bachelor of Science Honors in Environmental Science with Ecology, Dylan Cox. Sorsha Cunningham. Samala da Silva. Claire Doran. Joni Franchioni. Ben Greer. Shay Gurn. Aoife Hellman Allen. Niamh Kelly. Matthew Curran, Emily Maynard Drury, in absentia. Amy McLaughlin, Sarah McNeil, Owen McMenamin, Kieran O'Connor, Marianne O'Toole, John Paul Robson, in absentia. Leo Shalley, Lorna Smith, John Tobin, Shane Trainer, Dylan Wallace, Bachelor of Science in Environmental Protection, Gerald Stammen, in absentia. Bachelor of Science in Environmental Management, Brian Booth, Amanda Burke, Ray Dennehy, Philip Doherty, Paul Gallagher, Gerald Healy, Vernon Raldolph, in absentia. Keane Stacey, in absentia. Philip Thornton, Bachelor of Science Honors in Environmental Management, Seal Casey, Kristen Clarkin, Declan Condon, in absentia. Keanu Heather Rington, Michael Hines, in absentia. Selena Coase, in absentia. Samantha McLeod, in absentia. Zach Meehan, Conor Mulligan, Gavin O'Rourke, Emma Pattinson, in absentia. Patricia Tobin, Ailish Wallet, I ask the graduates of the Bachelor of Science in Environmental Science with Ecology, Bachelor of Science Honours in Environmental Science with Ecology, Bachelor of Science in Environmental Protection, Bachelor of Science in Environmental Management, and Bachelor of Science Honours in Environmental Management programs to stand for a round of applause. Postgraduate Diploma in Environmental Health and Safety Management, Martin Brislin, in absentia. Postgraduate Diploma in Science and Environmental Protection, Rachel Feely. Patrick Farron. Sinead Keane, in absentia. Damien Lynch. David Martin. Ken Nagel, in absentia. Donica Phelan, in absentia. Peter Rudy, in absentia. Master of Science in Environmental Health and Safety Management, Justice Adam. Olivia Bohan, in absentia. Olivia Brennan. Joan Imiazia. Ava Flynn, in absentia. Gabriela Gadiola Monterreo Karam. Alexander Grotov, in absentia. Ting Ting Lee. Donald Maloney. Donoka McGrath. Conor McHugan. Alan McHenry. Paulo Moro Pereira, in absentia. Richard Tomey. Kaloma Beatrice Venesto, in absentia. Mary Walsh. Postgraduate Diploma in Science in Water Services Management, Quiva Brady, in absentia. Inda McCoon, in absentia. Master of Science in Water Services Management, Mary Finran. Adrian Gillespie. Coleman Lynch, in absentia. Brendan O'Hagan. Michael O'Toole. Robert Roach. Master of Science in Sustainable Food Systems, Francis Dunn. Thomas Sheehan, in absentia. Carlos Earth, in absentia. Michael Williams. I ask the graduates of the postgrad diploma in Environmental Health and Safety Management, Master of Science in Environmental Health and Safety Management, postgraduate diploma in Science in Water Services Management, Master of Science in Water Services Management, and Master of Science in Sustainable Food Systems programs to stand for a round of applause. I call on Emer Donlan from the Department of Health and Nutritional Sciences to present candidates from this department.
Higher Certificate in Science in Health and Exercise Science, Niamh Birmingham, in absentia. Carrie Burke, in absentia. Keelan Breheny, in absentia. Amy Carr, in absentia. Colleen Gavin, in absentia. Ciara Joyce, in absentia. Leisha Clamp, in absentia. Caoimhe McDonough, in absentia. Sheena McKenna, in absentia. Claire McNulty, Ross O'Keaney, in absentia. John Oliveira, in absentia. Aoife Quinn, in absentia. Higher Cert in Science in Health and Medical Information Science, Jacoda Skender, in absentia. Bachelor of Science in Health Science and Physiology, Anya Brennan, in absentia. Chloe Carlton. Finn Conaboy, in absentia. Haji Dean Soare. Jason Devaney. Katie Eaton, in absentia. Kyle Greeny, in absentia. Sienna Harrison, in absentia. Amy Jo Higgins. Melissa Higgins, in absentia. Ciara Kavanagh. Milena Lukashevsky. Holly Murphy, in absentia. Esther Odomosu, in absentia. Dylan Riley, in absentia. Niamh Beggan. Muireann Booth. Joshua Clancy. Fiona Daly. Aaron Davey. Laura Denver. Brian Fitzharris. Fiona Fleming. Paula Gallagher. Ailish Keane. Adam Kerrigan. Victoria Lee. Dara Mahan. Sarah McNamee. Niall Monaghan. Paulina Pictronat. Jessica Quigley. Roisin Rogers. Dervla Rooney. Teresa Rooney. Lauren Shaw. Oisin Sheridan. Joe Tansey. Dara Williams. Bachelor of Science Honours in Health Promotion and Public Health, Rona Atuware. Rian Gilroy. I ask the graduates of Higher Cert in Science, Health and Exercise Science, Higher Cert in Science, Health and Medical Information Science, Bachelor of Science in Health Science and Physiology, Bachelor of Science Honours in Health Science and Physical Activity, and Bachelor of Science Honours in Health Promotion and Public Health to please stand for a round of applause. I now call on Dr. Kevin Craddock from the Department of Health and Nutritional Sciences to present the remaining candidates from this department.
Bachelor of Science in Human Nutrition, Aoife Gahan. Rosaline McCormack. Jade Nolte. Tanisha Sukoba. Shannon Tracy. Eliška Valentova. Bachelor of Science, Honours in Human Nutrition. Ariba Akhtar. Evan Barry. Ava Cawley. Rebecca Cuddy. Michelle Cullen. Roisin Darcy. Kelly English Farrell. Andrea Feeney. Daisy Fitzgerald. Sive Gaffney Bent. Clara Gallagher, in absentia. Claudia Goreca. Zara Gillen. Amber Hanny Maxwell. Sarah McGuire. Jessica Mallet Doran. Hannah O'Donnell. Leanne O'Malley. Larry Riley. Keelan Ryan. Charlotte Stafford. Jack Weaver. I now call on the graduates of the Bachelor of Science in Human Nutrition and Bachelor of Science Honours in Human Nutrition to please stand for a round of applause. Bachelor of Science in Health and Medical Information Science, Ahad Al-Latif. Sorika Fox, in absentia. Eileen Hoffman, in absentia. Anya Loughlin, in absentia. Lungili Ndlovu. Postgraduate Diploma in Science in Health Promotion and Project Management, Marie Power, in absentia. Postgraduate Diploma in Science in Sports and Exercise Nutrition, Shauna Toomey, in absentia. Master of Science in Health Promotion and Project Management, Norma Deasy. Master of Science in Health Promotion Practice, Lala Fatuma Mban Edi, in absentia. Ruth Callery Cooney. Elaine Doran. Louise Hassett. Katarzyna Kraus. Danielle Logue. Jackie Linnett. Jean Maher. Niall McGee. Martina Pizar. Niamh Potter. Master of Science in Public Health Nutrition, Sondor Batur, in absentia. Epipade Aimiambai. Martina Murray. I now call upon the graduates of the Bachelor of Science in Health and Medical Information Science, Postgraduate Diploma in Science in Health Promotion and Project Management, Postgraduate Diploma in Science in Sports and Exercise Nutrition, Master of Science in Health Promotion and Project Management, and the Master of Science in Health Promotion Practice, and the Master of Science in Public Health Nutrition to please stand for a round of applause. Master of Science in Sports and Exercise Nutrition, Ciara Barden, in absentia. Niall Brady. Darren Delaney. Lisa Fahy, in absentia. Jamie Fitzgibbon. Emma Gibbons, in absentia. Maya Ivanovich, in absentia. Niamh Lynch. Grace Miller. Serena O'Reilly. Ellen Regan, in absentia. Gerard Robb. Patrick Romanowski, in absentia. Nicole Skibberas, in absentia. Bridget Sheehan. Mary Ward, in absentia. Bridget Wing. Master of Science in Clinical Measurement Physiology, Zoe Cox. Aaron Condolan. Ifiani Egbuna, in absentia. Sarah Forrestal. Catherine Gillespie. Ruth Gillespie. Ola Jumoke Ishola. Sarah McCarthy. Precious Molifi. Marufa Akhtar Momo, in absentia. Sinead Nocton. Lorraine Nolan. Thomas Owens. I now call on the Master of Science in Sports and Exercise Nutrition and the Master of Science in Clinical Measurement Physiology graduates to please stand for a round of applause.
I call on Dr. Thomas Smith to present the candidates for the award of research degrees.
I have the honour to present Bridget Brennan for admission to degree of Master of Science in the Department of Environmental Sciences, and I ask President Dr. Orla Finn to present her parchment to her. I ask the Supervisor, Dr. Chris Reid, to come forward with his student.
The title of Bridget's thesis is The Bishop's Seat An analysis of Kilteetian medieval cemetery, Knockvicar, County Roscommon, 600 to 1400 AD.
I have the honour to present Niamh O'Callaghan for admission to degree of Master of Science in the Department of Health and Nutritional Sciences, and I ask President Dr. Orla Finn to present her parchment to her. Her supervisors were Dr. Laura Keever and Pauline Douglas, and I ask Dr. Laura Keever to come forward with her student.
The title of Niamh's thesis was Irish Cancer Survivors' Nutrition Practices and Perspectives.
I have the honour to present Parnia Farazande for admission to degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the Department of Environmental Sciences, and I ask President Dr. Orla Finn to present her parchment to her. I ask the supervisor, Professor Suresh Pillai, to come forward with his student.
The title of Parnia's thesis is 2D nanomaterials for efficient asymmetric supercapacitors.
You put the cap on. I have the honour to present Darren Garland for admission to degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the Department of Environmental Sciences. Unfortunately, Darren couldn't be with us today, so I ask the supervisors, Professor Francis Lucy and Dr. Nicholas Tuesday, to come forward to collect the parchment.
The title of Darren's PhD is Collaborative Actions for the Natura Network, Invasive Species Management, Cyanobacterial Dynamics and Groundwater Exploration in Lough Arrow, a lake in the northwest of Ireland.
have the honour to present Chris O'Dowd to admission to degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the Department of Environmental Sciences, and I ask President Dr. Orla Finn to present his parchment to him. I ask the Supervisor, Professor Suresh Pillai, to come forward with his student.
The title of Chris's thesis is The Development of Polypropylene Transparent Jerry Cans for Solar Disinfection.
I have the honour to present Poppy Samantha Overy for admission to degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the Department of Environmental Sciences, and I ask President Dr. Orla Finn to present the parchment to her. I ask the Supervisors Dr. Dolores Byrne, Professor Francis Lucy and James Moran to come forward with their student.
Poppy's PhD was entitled Assessing if a Targeted Results-Based Agri-Environment Scheme Can Reward Ecosystem Condition and Services in High-Status Water Catchments.
Call up the winners of the Academic Excellence Awards to come forward. And I ask Dr. Billy Bennett, Vice President for Academic Affairs and Registrar, and Dr. Michelle Glacken, Vice President for Students Teaching and Learning and Registrar, to present the graduate with their award. And I call on Dr. Tomas Smith, Head of Faculty of Science, to call the names of the award winners. So if you're an award winner, would you please come up to the side of the stage?
The following graduates have achieved the highest academic excellence within the Department of Environmental Sciences. Aoife Hillman Allen, Bachelor of Science Honours in Environmental Science with Ecology. Colette Tiernan, Bachelor of Science Honours in Occupational Safety and Health. Olivia Brennan, Master of Science in Environmental Health Safety Management. following graduates have achieved the highest academic excellence within the Department of Health and Nutritional Sciences. Sarah McNamee, Bachelor of Science Honours in Health Science and Physical Activity. Sarah Forrestal, Master of Science in Clinical Measurement Physiology. I now call on Dr. Michelle Glecken to introduce the Corn Sean McManus Award, and Beatrice Flavin, daughter of Sean McManus and lecturer in business, to present the Memorial Award.
Good afternoon, everybody, and many congratulations to each and every one of you. So I have the privilege of telling you a little bit about this award and give you a little bit of information about the award winner here today. So first of all, just a small little bit about the award, because I know you probably have a long day. But 60 years ago, there was no college in Sligo. It's hard to believe when you see all the certificates and the PhDs that have been given out here this morning. But there was a group of people, and this award is named after one of them, and it's called Sean McManus. And he was a local politician here in Sligo, who unfortunately only ever was able to attain primary education due to family circumstances, and not unusual in this region, that really going to secondary education or third level education was really for those of privilege. So Sean and a group of people campaigned that there would be a regional technical college established here in 1970, and it was, which subsequently became IT Sligo, and as you can see, we're now the Atlantic Technological University. Sean firmly believed that education was the key to freedom, and it should be accessible to everybody. And this is really one, and the President said, this is one of our values, inclusion in this university. But Sean also liked to recognise those who did that extra bit and made a significant contribution to the college, be that a student, be that a staff member, they could be an individual, or they could be a group. And he wanted to be presented at the best day in the academic year, and that is the graduation, the happiest day, and where it could be presented publicly and equally, be it a student or a staff member. So how did we select, or how do we go about selecting the winners? We go about doing that by asking the students and the staff of the college to put forward who they believe should be awarded this award. And this year, the Corn Sean Vic Vanish Award goes to Aideen Constantine. And you will, of course, know who Aideen is, because he's part of the Faculty of Science. So Aideen has been a lecturer in the Faculty of Science since 1997. So she was here when it was the regional and IT Sligo and now the university. So she's been an inspiration to staff and students throughout her career. She embodies positivity. She touches the hearts and minds of those she encounters. She inspires future scientists, not just in her teaching commitments, by also giving generously of her time at events such as Science Week, school visits, open days. She's a passionate advocate for student success and well-being. She uses innovative and interactive teaching methods and instills confidence and courage in her students to excel both in and outside the classroom. So her caring nature, treating all students with respect and kindness, coupled with her energy and her enthusiasm, create an inclusive learning environment where students feel valued and motivated to achieve their best. So, for her contribution to student teaching and for her enthusiasm and dedication in going above and beyond the students to enhance their higher education experience, Aideen Constantine is this year's winner of the Corn Sean Vic Vanish Award, and Beatrice will present it.
Congratulations to you, all the new graduates of Atlantic Technological University 2024. And in keeping with tradition, you may now move the tassel to the left-hand side of your mortarboard. Iram an Dr. Orla ní Lein an Uachtarán Críocha Chur leis an ócáid seo. And I ask Dr. Orla Flynn, our President, to make the closing address.
Garmagat Émar. Díomh a chur de galéir. Is mór na Northern fáilte chríúil a chur roimh, fáilte go dtí campus Sligo in Ulscoil Technoliata and Atlantic, agus fáilte chuig chach Lína. Ladies and gentlemen, members of governing body, esteemed faculty, proud families, honoured guests, and most importantly, you, our brilliant new graduates of ATU. Welcome to this morning's graduation ceremony, and a very special welcome to those of you joining us online. To the parents, families, and guardians here today, thank you for entrusting us with the education of these wonderful individuals. Your unwavering support has played a vital role in their success. So all morning we've been applauding you, our graduates, and giving you an ovation. But I'm now going to ask you to stand and face your supporters and perhaps give your families and friends a round of applause as a bit of a thank you. So Boulabos, please, for families and friends. You are now part of our growing family of alumni. And it's lovely to see so many of you wearing our ATU pin. And if you didn't get one, there should be more available over at the reception. But this year, ATU will have seen about 5,000 graduates receiving awards. And that's an enormous contribution and a positive impact on society, and especially in this region. In our 2.5 years of existence, ATU has been especially focused on the needs of the people of this region. The recent announcement of RIAI accreditation for architecture, and as well as the new program announcements in veterinary medicine and in pharmacy, are evidence of this commitment. And my huge thanks and congratulations to everybody involved in these developments, even though I know there's a lot more work to do in the months ahead. However, to fully deliver on our promise to the region, we need to be given the full set of tools utilised by other universities in Ireland and across Europe. We need to be able to appoint professors. We need to be able to access funds to deliver essential facilities for our students and staff. And we need to be able to develop affordable student accommodation. And I am calling on those who hold the keys to use them to enable us to unlock our full potential and in turn the potential of the region. And speaking of potential and positive impact, I salute the dedication and resilience that each one of you has demonstrated throughout your academic journey. Today is a day of celebration, it's a day of reflection, and it's also a day of anticipation. And for all of us here, it's a moment of great pride and joy. It's a day to look back on the challenges that you've overcome, the growth you've experienced, and maybe most importantly, the memories that you've made. And while I know many of you are already in the workplace, I encourage you to carry with you the values that we've tried to instill in you during your time here. Our new strategic plan, now on our website, lists our values as inclusion, respect, trust, ambition, collaboration, and innovation. And it is this spirit of innovation, the ambition to do your very best, and most of all, the importance of respect and community. These values will guide you through the challenges and triumphs that lie ahead. You've already demonstrated your ability to collaborate, to adapt, and to persevere. And those are indeed the qualities that will serve you well as you step into the next chapter of your lives. Not just in the workplace, but society as a whole needs those qualities and values now, perhaps more than ever before. And in conclusion, I want to thank everybody all the staff involved in your ATU journey from the first moment you entered our doors right up to today's ceremony. And a special thanks to those who helped make today's ceremony so special. So Cogardis Arish, congratulations again to the class of 2024. Gurav Mila Magav, agus go Nairi an Taliv Galer.
If I could ask the Academic Excellence Award winners and the Research Award graduates and their guests to remain in the hall for photographs. We're going to take them over here. We hope that you enjoyed the ceremony and get a chance to celebrate with family and friends and enjoy some local hospitality. Respected guests, fellow academics, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the meeting for the purpose of conferring awards on the graduates of the Atlantic Technological University. I request you all to rise for the closing recession while the conferring party, academic staff and invited guests leave the hall. Thank you.